Everyone out of the way of the, and it had been raining a bit. They put a wheelbarrow and they wheelbarrowed it to the stage, and they just threw her out. She went up to magic on her finger was. She's in the wheelbarrow. Plus, Patreon shout-outs at the end. But now, Goldie Looking Church, official podcast. Let's podcast. Grant's had gout, and we're back for another episode of GLC Party. You really had gout? Yeah. When did you have gout? When I lived with you. Oh, you have gout. Drinks all the things. He is gout. It's supposed to be gout. I am gout. You are a vegan, though, aren't you? Also, is that right? I'm a pescatarian. Be squeezed in and just cheese would come out. It's horrible, wouldn't it? Like a chocolate primula. Prawns are very bad for gout. Are they? Yeah. Really? Yeah, prawns will give you gout. It's not tomatoes as well. That's right. Feeders, aren't they? Fish is generally very good for you. Fish is generally good. Yeah. I thought it was like cheese, red wine, cheese, ciders, prawns are good. And cider. Cider is bad for you. Yeah, wine. If you've got a diet of Henry VIII, chocolate will give you all types of wine, or is it just mainly red wine? I think red one's worse. Yeah, port is very bad for you. Basically, I need my toe. What's happened? So yeah, we were going to play other places, but we decided Colorado. We went there, we took the person up there. Then we went there, and some super spicy hot sauce. I'll try it. Basically, yeah, so it had a bullet hanging off it, didn't it? It was a... It is called death. That's the thing. So the band out was the chorus and left was chicken. Crispy chicken.
There's more where that came from.
You're dealing with gout on a daily basis, so you're like ethic. So we started to I felt like my chair. And a picture, I took a picture of it. So I don't know where to find it. Look at desperation, fear, and regret. I like hot food, right? And I'll eat vindaloo's on fowls. That's the level which I'm all right with. I enjoy. This was like, it was like poison. It was that hot. I've never had any time before. Do you know genuine concern. He looked at me and was like, oh fuck. I thought, I'm gonna die. Do you think it was the beginning of your hemorrhoid situation? You had to have the hot dildo above your butt to cut them out? No, that is to do with this band and it's to do with hot food. Right. Do you remember we went to a place where they were launching a hot sauce, me, you and Eggsy? Oh yeah. And there was Hot Diggity Dog. Hot Diggity Dog. Don't know if it's still available. Sorry. Barry went back to Barry. We went up there and they had some and we were interviewed. They were making their own TV show. So they dressed us in lab coats, and we had glass and big hot sauce. So it was a chili eating competition with this hot sauce in. And I don't like to eat very competitive. And I was eating meat then as well.
So, and he's quite competitive, so he was funneling in. He likes fast. And I won. But so firstly, the water sprayed out.
Your eyes are sweating.
My eyes were sweating, and it ended up the inside of my goggles. And it was incredible. I won. The next day,
At the same time, your eyes were lost.
I lost. Because the next day, my ass was in fucking tatters. It was the worst thing. I lived with you at the time. I went to the toilet, and it tore my arsehole to bits. And from then on, I had till I had a prolapse, and then they scooped out around.
I remember when he was coming in, and I was standing in the kitchen because the kitchen was next to the toilet, and I was making a good tea, and all I hear was,
And then he was going.
How I laughed. How we all laughed now. Falling eggs.
Oh, that's so crazy. Do you remember as hard as Derby when we had a takeaway one night? Derby.
Yeah, that was wicked. Then you shit yourself.
I went, oh God, I'm going to shit myself. And then I ran to the toilet, got to the toilet just in time, pulled my pants and trousers down, it pissed out, and then I was sick into my trousers. And I sort of and I was filling my trousers, and my ass, and I could hear him laughing. I was like,
the title of this podcast, or we can start talking about festivals.
I thought we were. Oh,
Yeah.
no, we're not.
That was when I almost died in hot stone. So we started doing festivals and band, going out and doing that. We used to do Fleet Festival and Reading and Leeds and all this stuff. I remember do Fleet Festival, and they wouldn't let the crowd into the play, outside the main stage. They'd keep them out. So when everyone left at night, they would let back into like 12 o'clock. But if you had a pass, you could go out and walk around. And I remember walking around and the grass is not wet, spongy. It smelled a bit like and basically the whole place in front of the stage was just where people had stood there all day. They just covered it with weed. And I was like, wow, festival. I like festival. That was education. You got to be here right when you got up on the main stage.
Yeah, I was
Great event to do.
Yeah, it was about 6 o'clock in the morning, we were still at Billy had a white Wales patch on, covered in on the stage.
Spinning drinks on himself.
And he got on the stage and got told off by the security.
We used to play way round about. We go to Fleet Festival. We played Fleet Festival 10 years in a row. And they had the backstage areas. From the backstage area, you stand like a little backstage village, and they put a tiki bar, like a Hawaiian themed bar, and they just gave you free drinks in pineapples, the big pineapples.
Yeah,
it was like
chests full of
yeah, it
booze.
was like SpongeBob SquarePants or something.
Yes.
And yeah, so it was just full of sugar and booze, and we just drink and drink and drink, and it was amazing. And one of those nights was where we used to have there was like a little band area where bands could play, and it was the Magic Numbers were playing, and I was like, look at these, and I was saying this band are terrible, absolutely terrible. I didn't realise there was two of the Magic Numbers, and we were sitting with the rest of the Magic Numbers. But that I was like, they're like the Kings of Killeen, not Kings of Leon, Kings of Killeen.
That's right.
And that's where that idea came
from
for that album. And we're playing with Magic Numbers this weekend, actually.
I got battered that night.
So
So hopefully
hopefully-
they can really drink.
Great people.
They
Yeah,
can
yeah,
really
we just
drink.
got very drunk with the drummer. That.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can drink.
I did some keep-ups with Rex 3-2 that night as well.
Who?
Oh,
Rex 3-2, yeah.
Yeah, and
Before we had a football, and he took a liking to the football, and we just did some keep-ups in a circle together, me and some of his boys.
we did an amazing festival one time where I think Beyonce was playing, and we played, and then Beyonce was coming on, and they got everyone out of the way of the, and it had been raining a bit, and they put in a wheelbarrow, and they wheelbarrowed it to the stage, and then they just like threw her out, and she went on, and she did like magic ring on her finger or whatever.
So
Something.
I think we're just going.
Look at her, she's in a wheelbarrow.
I was trying to
Beyonce in a wheelbarrow.
get back to the bus because we were leaving with Misty, and all the security guards would block the road, and they said you can't go anywhere. And you can imagine with Misty, I'm in a band, mate. You're fine. He went, I'm carrying you out. She pushed him out the way. Yeah, we just went, go, come on, Greg. We just walked through, and they were all like along the road like that. And we just, oh, bullshit. And they said, let's just went through.
So
They
we
should have probably could have killed us.
I remember we played, I think it was Reading Festival. We rolled into Reading Festival in the middle of the night, and it was still going on. And there was, it was the first time I'd ever seen a silent disco. So people with headphones on, you walk into this room, people with headphones on, just shuffling. All you can hear is shuffling. And then someone gives you headphones, and it's playing music, and I was like, this is amazing. So I ran off to tell everyone, silent disco, this is incredible. And I got wrestled to the floor by security, thinking I was running off with the headphones. Really, really hurt me. And then I was like, sorry, mate. I was like, literally lifted me up and slammed me down, body slammed me. And then I just went back to the bus and just...
There's a lot more violence on you than I thought.
Yeah, festivals are dangerous places. We did, I think it was Glastonbury Dance Tent, and I went down the front, and I'm like in the crowd, and I got wrestled to the floor by security there, because obviously they didn't know. They just thought I was a punter. And I think I broke my ankle. And I ended up going to the tent, the special tent, where they like look after you, and there's like all these people smashed up on drugs. And there was me with like potential broken ankle. But to get there, you had to go through the crowd. They put me on the back of this like truck, like a Ford Transit or whatever it was. And I'm going through, and down there, Paul McCartney's playing Band on the Run, something. And I'm just like, Paul McCartney. Oh, okay,
Fucking love Wings.
yeah, it was really surreal.
Do you remember, talking about violence as well, on us, when we used to do the signs to advertise that we were going on at V, so we'd have placards, yeah, so we'd go around with placards, and the one side would say the time of the stage, and then the other side would say, I need a shit, for example. Now, I got attacked with Misty, because he's useless, at one point by some punters trying to get my stick off me. But the funniest one was, Adam had a sign that said, Terry Wogan is dead. Now, Terry Wogan was alive at this point, and people were coming up to him, and he was getting used to just perpetrating this lie. He's not dead, is he? Yes, Terry Wogan's dead. So this girl came up behind him, and he was just doing it.
It's got points there. The best thing about festivals back then,
Rumours.
there was no Wi-Fi. There was no way of getting, and there was no phone signal, because they hadn't figured out how to get 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 people to have signal on their
Michael
phone.
Jackson died the weekend of Glastonbury, didn't he?
Yeah.
And nobody knew about it, basically.
And Amy Winehouse died, and people were like, "No, it's not real."
But the rumour mill would be there. I mean,
So you could go on stage and say, "Oh, Jimi Hendrix has just come back to life." People believe you.
every festival I went to in the 90s, the Queen died. That got around, like, and then
Massive band.
yeah, but so he's going around with Terry Wogan is dead, and this girl came up, he's been saying it to loads of people, yeah, he's dead. And she went, not dead, is he? Yeah, he's dead. And she burst into tears, and I was stood behind, and I was like, and he went, oh, no, it's all right, he's not dead, he's alive, it's a joke. And she went, that's my fucking uncle, you twat. I started kicking the shit.
Absolutely fucking mental. I had to run away from her,
Running away.
holding his sign up, saying Terry Wogan is dead, and
Running through a field.
his chasing after me. Brilliant.
we
After me.
We had some great signs. Deirdre Rashid in a porno.
Yeah.
There was one that I had that just said the word "clunge" on it, and we were going through the crowd, and Katie Tunstall's on
She
stage
saw
playing, and she stopped the song, and she was going, "Look at the clunge man over there." And I was brilliant. I got to say "clunge" a load of times, and I was going to go to see her backstage and say, "I just made you say "clunge," but
Yeah, we took them signs that Ollie Murs was playing, and me and Misty stopped, and then a GLC chant started because they saw our signs. Do you remember that?
I think we used to put a lot of people off their
After
set.
the gig, yeah.
yeah, that wasn't fair.
Yeah.
We
The
did
last
it.
time we did it, the security wouldn't let us out. They confiscated our signs. Said they were weapons.
We had to break the sticks off.
Sticks, yeah.
We had to just which wasn't quite so funny. There's a great picture of a crowd at a festival, someone holding up the sign that says "I need a shit."
I think that's racist. Looking really destitute, which is
Yeah.
because I probably did need a shit.
That was amazing. We did a festival once where I can't remember who was on stage, and I can't remember who you guys were with, because I think I'd gone back to the bus, but there was a hole in the ground, and you danced around a hole.
Newton Faulkner.
Didn't Newton Faulkner was on stage, or was he dancing?
No, we were in a tiki tent. We were battered out our tits. That was the night with the magic numbers. And we found a hole, just a divot, large enough for a man to dance in.
Yeah.
and we were spinning round, dancing, taking turns, and it was like, and we were doing Russian dancing, and everyone, it was almost like a Greek party. We were smashing plates and things, and it went, and we were elated with this whole,
The whole became the whole focus of the evening.
of the whole evening. Yeah,
Amazing.
drugs are really good, kids.
I've often thought if Newton Fortin had just cut his hair, he might have solved a couple of that. He's done all right for himself.
I went into the shower with him one morning. We had a chat. We didn't go in the shower together.
Always amazed me. People in bands at festivals using the shower. You just do the gig, sweat yourself clean.
After our gigs, you gotta have a shower.
Sweat yourself clean. Just sweat it all.
I used to like making a fuss in the toilets.
Is that what you call it?
Called it.
Security guards.
Like, oh, it's fucking massive. Fuss, and then coming out and seeing what bands have been listening.
Luke Faulkner was having a laugh at one of them.
He was in an excellent. Oh, God. There's an edit.
There's a call.
Another one of my favourite, I can't remember, we were leaving a festival and we had to leave Billy there because I think your missus had come to see you, or she was at the festival, and you'd had a few jars of ale, and we got to go, Bill, we got to go, and you were just lying on the floor singing Irish song. You probably can't remember any of that.
No.
I think that was
Festival.
festival.
Was it best?
I think so, yeah.
I do like the way that Billy, engages during festival. And when he's fully flying, all the old Irish songs come out.
Oh, yeah.
And that he's absolutely a number 10.
Fully engaged.
Brendan Shine comes out.
Yeah, fully engaged. But memory, see, I don't often remember a lot of those times. But one of my favourite times I do remember was one of our times at Glastonbury. Roscoe P used to be one of our erotic dancers. He'd had a couple too many ales himself. We can see, I think it was Ian Brown, and he was all over the shop. And we come back, we were staying in this backstage camping. And to get in the camping, you had to walk about five yards, and there was a gate which you just walked through. And Ross was like, I'm not walking there. I'll climb over this fence instead. so he climbed over a fence and ended up catching his arm just about here. And he fell down. His legs were open. Had to get medical treatment. And it was like, blah, blah, blah. Carried on with the evening. But when he got back, it kind of just got worse and worse and worse. And he ended up getting gangrene in his arm.
He didn't lose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he didn't lose his arm.
yeah.
He had to go to Swansea and stay in hospital and get it all dealt with. The disgusting nature of festivals that are on
Yeah.
far.
Got to be careful with alcohol.
Yeah.
On a festival.
It was same night. I rescued somebody who was having a bit of an bad acid type, in the stream, in this little stream.
Yeah, but
They were like a young Bambi, all scared and falling. I had to rescue them, and I've never felt like such a good Samaritan.
Well done, Bill.
Well done,
Good
Tom.
lad, isn't it?
About Ian Brown, that's actually the same festival with the old-fashioned shit in the tent with the Royal Stadium.
Exactly. That
Well, we
was
told you that.
So yeah, there's a lovely story. Eggsy's not here because he hasn't turned up. But yeah, one of the things that he did at the festival before we were in the band, he went to Glastonbury. Because on Glastonbury you could literally just climb under the fence or whatever. Back in the day, you didn't really have to get a ticket. On Sundays you could just walk in. But he went and he climbed the fence and he got in, and then he had a few jars of ale. And he was running around the field, and he was running through a field going, woo, woo, and he saw a bin bag in the middle of the field. He ran up to it and kicked it as hard as he could. And when he kicked it, the bin bag went, oh. And it was like some festival goer who was having a little sleep. Do you remember we go to these festivals, and you get out the bus, and you go around where the buses are parked, and there's all the fences and all that. And you get out, and there's just a load of people just pissing and shitting on the other side of the fence, and there's nothing they can do because they've already started. So they're like looking at you, could be down, pulling their bits up or down or whatever, and just like, hi, and they're just like, this is fucking great.
There were just rows of women with their arms out pissing against the fence one time. We were silence. They have no idea. It's just like
There was a flood of silence.
Like, hi, and there's nothing you can do about it because you just got out of your bus and they're just there. You're like, yeah,
You had to take pictures. That's all you could do.
no, you didn't. Yes, you did. No, never ever.
No pressure for it, so.
There's going to be nothing left of it.
Remember when we went to Ireland? It was absolutely pissing down again. We
Is
had
that when Jack Tracy came?
Well, it was no,
No, you're on it's the more recent time. More recent time.
I was thinking about the one where Jack Tracy, Dip and Naked Dan Tracy's brother came, and he ate a load of food in the catering tent and then was sick all over himself.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, because
In front of a load of really like U2 or something. He's a
Kings of Leon, I think it was.
yeah, Kings of Leon. So you go to some of these festivals and they put on like a big food sort of like catering area, and you can go and eat whatever you want to eat. Now he'd never really been to an all-you-can-eat thing, but he wasn't supposed to be an all-you-can-eat thing, but
He wasn't even supposed to be in there.
he wasn't supposed to be in that, but you can just eat, and it was good food. So he just sat there for about 3 hours, just eating food. Until he got to a point he went, and was sick down with it, and the Kings of Leon was sat up with it. And they were like, oh my god, look at that. And Jack Tracy just rolling around on the floor being sick on himself.
That's when they changed their sound, wasn't it? They had enough.
Yeah, that's why Jack Tracy never came up to another festival with us. But yeah, we did that one in Ireland, where we'd flown out to Ireland and we stayed in this village that seemed closed.
The wettest village in
And then they sent us like some sort of cab to get us there, but it was like a multi-seat van thing, which didn't quite have enough seats, so we're all like bunched up in there. And the taxi driver's taking us so far. We're like, we had no fucking clue where we were going. We're just driving up into woods. And then he's like, right, they paid €60, and this is as far as you're going. And we were like, you can't just chuck us out on the side of the road. And he's like, no, that's what's going to happen. Eventually, somehow, we managed to convince him to take us the rest of the way to the festival. Drop stuff at the festival. The whole place was covered in mud.
We had bin bags
We had
for us,
bin
didn't
bags on our legs.
We made him wait. We were like, we can't get out of the cab. He's like, fuck's sake, I don't have any money. And we were like, no, we're not getting out either. We're going to wait till someone brings bin bags for our feet.
Because we're a bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
And so they brought bin bags, and then they put us into a caravan. And we sat in the caravan for like 6 hours, getting smashed. And then they took us to the stage, and it was awesome. Like, it was like, it had like sort of semi-roof on it with lights. And the crowd were amazing, and we did the gig, and it was really good. And then afterwards, bin bags back on, to the caravan. Went back to the caravan, sat there for another 6 hours, and there was no way we could get out.
Couldn't get out. It was
Can we just go now?
But it wasn't like a static caravan you go and stay in. It was like a 1960s caravan that got towed along. That was tiny.
Yeah,
It was absolutely
was
tiny.
tiny. We got on it there, and I remember looking over at Tomato,
DJ Killer Tomato.
and he's in an orange track
Tuxedo thing, yeah.
right? And he's leaning against the wall, and he's muttering to himself, "I'm going to die here. I'm going to die here."
He got really angry. He got really angry. He was like, "Get me out of here! I need to get out of here now." Like, he had a little panic attack.
He did have a panic attack,
And then
we were having the best time of our life.
I was like, "I just stay here forever." And in fact, I can't remember how we got back to the hotel. But we managed to get back to the hotel.
Horrible hotel.
It was a nightmare. And then the next morning, do you remember what happened, Bill? No, we went downstairs for breakfast, and you were like, "Oh, a real Irish bread or something like that." And you start eating it, and then we realised it all had mould
We
in
came
it.
down after, we were going, "Oh, this is fucking horribly mouldy." You've been eating it like this.
Shattered dreams.
Yeah,
Shattered
shattered
dreams. It
dreams.
was the wettest festival we ever went to.
That was
Hot
hot
Ireland.
Yeah,
It was a pop.
that was fun. That was.
That was a good one. I
Yeah.
don't remember the show at all.
I remember like going on stage and being like, "This is awesome. This looks
We
incredible."
went through like wooded area
Yeah.
to get to the stage.
We got bin bags on.
Yeah, it was the only time I ever wore my tracksuit. I ripped it on one of the trees, so I just left it there.
So these tuxedos, I don't know where they came from. I think it was one of Eggsy's friends made basically a tracksuit that looks like a tuxedo. So it's got a little bow tie on it, and the tracksuit top looks like a tuxedo top. And you can get them in all different colours. So like, usually you'd have a black and white one. Hatsy had one that was like,
This was wonderful.
it was like a American flag. Yeah, he looks like what's his name? Bikini Man. What's the guy?
Afro Man.
Afro Man. That's it. Yeah.
On our video, just another bastard, I'm wearing a red one. If
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
wants to see
You're
what
right.
it looks like, I know that.
I think we've got them on in that.
Yeah,
We've all got
we
one
want
in
the
that.
eggs and
That's
the eggs
right,
and
that's
one
right.
on as well. So
That's
it was
right.
at the time when we were doing, like, we were doing that big
That's
issue.
true.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I might get mine out this weekend, actually.
Do you remember we used to go to Winter Festival a couple of times on the Isle of Wight? And the site where they have festival, you'd roll up in your truck or whatever it is. You know about trucks. We'd roll up in the bus, get off the bus, and go into the entrance of the festival. And the entrance to the festival was a cafe that did breakfast. Yeah, so you go in there, and before you go in, you'd have like bacon, egg, and beans or whatever, and then you'd go into the festival. This was festivals. I don't remember that.
I remember
It was incredible because it was like exactly what you needed before you went into this festival.
How did you get breakfast and none of us did?
Because probably in bed.
Yeah, and you probably just went, festival, and then off you went. And I'm like, breakfast, let's have
Festivals are not like they used to be. Now, it's all tea and all this nonsense.
Do you remember, what's the one with all the buildings? They put all the buildings up.
Boomtown.
And we go in there, and we had like wristbands on. We had to scan all our wristbands. So we're all putting our arms out the bus, out the window of the bus, being scanned. And it was like, what? This is mental. This is not what I expected. But people kept dying at Boomtown, so they had to identify the bodies, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they started getting a bit stricter. We done the last time we did it, we did a show, and they said, look, you hang out, there's a little artist area, there's a bar in it. So we queued up.
This was backstage, man.
This is backstage, yeah. Right? Backstage, yeah. So we're queuing up, and then they got these dogs out, sniffer dogs. And we were like, we're going to have to GLC mate this, because, GLC mate. And I was like, are we going to go into this? And I turned around to say to Fash, are we going into this? And he was about 2 miles away. He's gone. He was fucking gone. He was like, no, we're not going in. I was like, guess we're not going in, boys.
What's your favourite festival you played, Graham?
Oh, I think that, it was quite a thing to play the Isle of Wight. That was quite good. When
we did play the Isle of Wight festival, not festival, but the Isle of Wight festival, we nicked a golf cart,
Yes.
which we shouldn't have done. We drove it around the site.
But we were doing something for TV, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just
And then there was what's happened to Rufus Hound these days, probably on local radio. There was like a load of fireworks they were going to set off at the end of it, and we
were nearly set them off. In fact, so we were basically, the Red Arrows were going to do a display. So we were pretending to be the Red Arrows. That was the skit we were doing for ITV. Rufus Hound almost lost his job over this. He told me later, a few years later, by the way.
Maybe that's what happened.
Well, that's maybe what happened. So we're probably smoking jazz, and we're on the back, and I'm at the top doing this like an airplane, and we're smoking. And there's haystacks. So we're flicking our flutes and jazz off the thing. And these people start running over to us. Stop. And we were like, all right. Like this. And, we were flicking it towards the last night's firework display. Just off at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
you want to get the fireworks, take them into your front room, put cushions on your face, and just let them off.
Yeah,
exactly. No, I'm going to do that.
Rufus Hound got a bollocking for that. We didn't get a bollocking.
No, because we just got in the bus and drove off.
Well, we did get a golf again, and Joel Bramwell was driving it, and Frank Black of the Pixies were playing on the same day, was having an interview. Do you remember the golf interview? Joel Bramwell hit the curbs, right? He flew up in the air. He crashed into the back of this interview. Frank Black had to run away because he was killing. And that was the thing that happened there. In the golf book?
Yeah, I was in the back. I remember that. Because I was in the back, I was facing the opposite direction, so I didn't know what was going on at the front. And I don't know why Joel was driving it, or you were even like this co-pilot.
Yeah, I was co-pilot. That's also, I have said on it previously, that is the one where Misty sat next to Neil Young, 60s rock legend, and said, all right, mate, how's the food? I have no idea who you are. Yeah, and Neil Young didn't even look at him, looked at his missus and went, tell him to go away.
One of my favourite festivals now is probably one of the first festivals we ever did was that Godiva Festival in Coventry, when it was
like in the middle of the town.
Well, there was a big field there, and I'm not sure exactly how close it was to the town, but there was somebody was coming in to do a parachute landing, and they completely missed. They
remember that?
They completely messed it up, and they parachuted straight into a stand. Probably really hurt themselves, but
First time we met Kasabian, that one.
Yeah,
it was,
really memorable. I was like, oh, stop watching this now. Probably, paralysed.
Do you remember we did that Christian folk festival or whatever it was. Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever booked
Neville
us.
Southall was there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went to a festival that was full of Christians, basically, and they booked us for the main stage.
People called Christian.
No, the band was Christians.
I remember, now you said Neville Southall, I remember it.
And the front row was it was all probably young kids, but it was
Yeah.
really religious young kids. And we did a set where we took all the swear words out. We did a really family orientated set. The only thing we didn't do was the line in Blaisdell Express where I say, I took some ecstasy and I went there shopping. And when I said it, 50 kids down the front. I was like, oh,
Yeah, but there was a couple of swear words which came out because it wasn't necessarily the songs that had the swear. It was the bit in between the songs, the talking bits. There was a couple of fucks and a couple of more.
there's nothing in the Bible saying don't say fuck or
The
cunt.
mothers were horrified. The mothers standing behind the children.
The children were horrified.
I don't know who booked us, but it was wonderful.
Matthew
I'd
38,
do it again.
do not say plunge.
Mary had a poppy neck, so I tell you.
And she loved a pugger. Yeah, but we had a nice day with Neville Southall.
Yeah, Big Neff, yeah, it was good. It
Look, I
was.
love it when we do a festival. We're booked a festival. We're about to go out on stage, and they go, "It's a family festival. Don't swear." And we're like, "What the? What? All right." You just go on stage and you just go, "We love swearing." And everyone, yeah. You know, everyone say "fuck." You just do exactly the same set. Yeah, and they just do exactly the same set. Just come off and get in the bus and drive real quick. Yeah, we've had some fun. We've had some fun, and then we're going to do a couple of festivals this year.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, everyone's going on holiday, so
Let's be a couple. Yeah.
yeah. We're doing one this weekend. Is it a festival?
Two this weekend.
Yeah, Shine On Weekend there is a festival, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
an
suppose it
indoor
is.
festival.
But it's a festival in Butlins. Or
Ow. Fucking hell. Fucking sore.
They're going to be gutted when this closes. Let's start doing it as centre parts.
3 days, isn't it? 3 days for the ones and stuff.
Yeah, one stuff playing that.
Yeah, all the 90s bands.
Yeah.
That are never
Oh, they've given us a chalet or something. So
I hope they have.
We're third on the bill this year, boys.
So,
Going up, going
yeah.
up.
This, I mean, we'll already have done it by the time this goes out anyway, but we're planning on
So it could have all gone wrong.
good night. It's going to be amazing.
Adam's planning a good night. What are you planning, Ad?
Well, I'm just planning on having a good time all the time whilst I'm there. Very good all the time, obviously, but for the hours that I'm there, I'm going to have a wonderful time.
So that's an arrest.
Yeah, I'm taking him with me.
So before we go, I'm going to tell you about the time that me and Eggsy played Glastonbury. Played Glastonbury.
Do that down the mic.
We did the dance tent. I think the dance areas, dance village, a whole dance village. So me and Eggs drove there. And for some reason I had a club in the back of my car, which they confiscated, thinking it might be an offensive weapon. Really concerned that one of the people who's come to play some dance music might kick off and just go nuts for a golf club. Or maybe they thought I was going to start teeing off in the dance tent. So we're really excited. We're headlining this. It's going to be amazing. We're oh, it's awesome. And then we go on there, and we're getting ready. Loads of people. Misty's turned up. Misty's absolutely shit-faced. He's drunk a bottle of brandy or something already. So he's dancing there. And then I can't remember who was on the main stage. It was someone like Paul McCartney. And everyone left the dance floor. And then they turned the music right down because they said that they don't want any music turned off. And we played to about 4 people and Misty. And it was one of the best gigs we've ever done.
I've seen an amazing picture of Misty dancing in an empty dance floor. That looks,
that might have been it.
Like fire.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
He was the king of the world. So, festivals come in all shapes and sizes. There's all sorts of different things that happen at festivals. There's local ones, little local ones. There's massive ones. But yeah, you can be playing. You can be headlining the dance tent. There's nobody. Yeah, dreams coming true.
Dreams can't come true.
Do you reckon we'll ever play Glastonbury again?
No. They changed their the people who put changed their tickets.
She decides it all.
I made a joke about John Peel to Lauren Laverne, which she didn't find very funny at the time. So I think it might burn the bridges. Do you want to tell us the joke? No. You haven't been dead long. It's just even 20 years. Come on. Yeah, it was a long time. Times like this. Yeah, we won't be allowed. Right. But if you want to come get us and put us on Glastonbury, because I know that Emily Edis listens to this.
I think the Legends slot, 12 o'clock in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
It is a great slot.
Get wrecked afterwards.
Yeah.
One of the great things about you play a festival, and if you get put on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that means you get to enjoy the rest of the day, which is awesome. So yeah, 2 o'clock's a great time.
The early shift.
Me and Exeter, we just moaned in the tent because it was raining. We just fucking sat there for the whole day moaning.
When we played Glastonbury, we got to Glastonbury and finished. It sat down with rain. It was just raining. The whole place was covered in mud. When we got there, some dude literally projectile vomited 6 foot, missed me by about 30 inches or so. And then Glyn, remember Glyn was tour manager at the time? He went off and he came back with 42 pairs of Hunter wellies. Remember that?
Yeah.
Is that even still
Road runner, then? He was the road
Yeah.
runner.
I've still got them.
You've still got? I got 2 pairs. Yeah.
You bring one on this gig?
No, I'll keep it. Sell it. That's what actually we've done. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Right, so that's it. It's another podcast. Really interesting, that one. Exciting. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully you did too. Now, don't forget, other stuff's going on, so just get involved in that if you want. Come and see us live.
Yeah. See Graham's goat.
Big up to producer Paul.
Thank
Hey,
I haven't got gout, by the way. This year's ago.
Plenty of time for that.
You have got diabetes, yeah?
free dive, same subject. Turn it off. What are you doing to try and get the full diabetes? Drinking hard.
This podcast was proudly brought to you by Patreon members Caroline Bostock and Karis. Barry, Sally, Martin, Paul Hughes, Fabian, Savage D, Andrew Stern, Mojo, Jojo, go, go.
Another day, another GLC video. This time, me and Graham have come to Cardiff. To look at some record shops. Yeah, we're going to the Cardiff Record Exchange. If he's open. It's open. Record Exchange. That was it. So I got Salter, San Etienne, and another San Etienne. I think, what did you get, Greg? Nothing. I didn't have enough time. We got an important meeting at 2 o'clock in Cardiff Bay with some Cardiff Bay people. So we got to go to a couple of record shops and then get down the bay. I wanted some Prince 12 inches. He had some, but I've already got those Prince. Right, okay. Next off, we come to just off Albany Road in the dip to the record store, second-hand stuff all the way. Casper Records, they even give you free records if you want free records. All my favourite records. Good, so you having that? Don't forget though, they don't take cards without cash. So, means you might have to walk halfway up Albany Road just to get your money out. Right, that's it. The record shop just off Albany Road. I got galvanised by the old Chemical Brothers. What'd you get, Graham?
I got Brian Alder and Julie Driscoll, alright?
Yeah.
Called Open. And this has got a lot of great beats on it. Black Cat, very funky.
Beats. Right, we come to Cardiff Bay. We've got Diggers Club. We need to get some lunch. There's a new place called Platform that's opened by the train platform. We might go and check that out. What do you reckon, Graham? What do they serve? They've got pizza, pasta, other stuff, ice cream.
Italian, burgers, pizza, street food. I wonder what Graham's going to have. I've been here for about 10 minutes. Graham's just reading everything. It's not easy when you're a vegetarian. It's very difficult to decide what you want when you don't know what you want. They're not doing any pot noodles, so he's having a hard time deciding. It's nice to see. I don't have pizza now, though. Look, pizza, that's fine. It's excellent. It's really before she brings over to you. So you have three pizzas. What are you going to have then? It all looks nice, don't get me wrong. Just can't decide. Can I get some Coke? Do you have a Coke? I don't drink Coke. So it's mainly street food down here. Burgers, loaded fries, special cocktails, all that sort of stuff. I'm having some pasta. Graham's gone crazy and he's ordered egg Benedict from inside. They've got different menus going on in there. And he's got some drinks, which is nice. There you go. Lime soda. So I've got a Godfather here, which is some sort of pasta thing. They put pea shoots on it. Now, clearly nobody wants pea shoots today. Not now. Not me, man. It's all completely. Pretty good. So we sat down here now, waiting for my food, and there's just shit on me. What are you doing? Post bird shit in now. We come inside just in case. But this is my eggs Benedict. It's got meat on it. Graham, obviously had an accident in there. How was your eggs Benedict? Having meat on it, and I'm a vegetarian. All right. Sorry. It's all right. Successful. Look, what's this bloody bird been eating? Well, you're down Cardiff Bay, probably like all the leftover bits of food. Right, so we would have gone to Kelly's Records in Cardiff Market today. But the thing is, Kelly's now mostly sells new wine. We're looking at second-hand used vinyls. We don't do much second-hand stuff anymore. We could have gone to Spillers, but Spillers is staying. All the stuff they do is new. They don't have a second-hand section. So we concentrate today just on second-hand records. That's why we went to a record shop and Cardiff Record Exchange. So now it's Diggers Club, which is down Cardiff Bay. Don't know about them. Check them out. They've got like loads of second-hand records. Very good place. I saw Stuart Lee was here recently. He likes going places, Stuart Lee. He says he likes going out and about. So I'm full of food now. Really well stacked up with loads of food. Graham's probably starving. Just read the menu, that's what you try. I didn't bring my glasses. I'm trying to fight age with lies. You can't fight age with lies. No, fight age with glasses. Okay, so we're at Diggers now, and it's an exclusive place. See, and here's the instruction. 4 Diggers, press 4, plus the bell. Which one's the bell? Up. Hello there, we've just come to dig. Thank you. Oh. Welcome. What have you got? I got some Sudan archives. That's what it's called. So, your first time here? No. 4. See you. Bye-bye. Your bank. And Cardiff Registrars. 2. Signature. Records. We're going to go do this important meeting now. Let's get out of here. Don't forget, they don't have any bags. So it turns out we've got bags, and it's in the same building. Diggers. know that. You go to level 3, biggest club on level 2. Gonna open this door and there'll be a guy called Alex there. Ready? Alright, okay. So let's have a look what we've got. We've got Graham's car. We've got this great exhaust record. We've got Josh Wheat, high state of consciousness. Some sort of early raise, another early raise thing. Cassius, feeling. Another early raise, suburban bass thing. Label Blanco. Another label Blanco. Another suburban bass thing. Moving Shadow, classic. More sort of raised slide. Joey Beltram, that's good. Running record. Another suburban bass. LT Bookham, right? Not LTJ Bookham, LT Bookham. Couldn't leave it in the shop. Also bought Sonic Youth Tennis. Now I hate tennis. Tennis is driving me nuts. But that's awesome. And I also bought a DJ Premier thing, which is good. Graham bought some records as well. Did you pay for Clarky? Yeah, £5. You never know. Yeah, Barry. You never know. I bought some great psych for Boston Tea Pie. It's in the back. Yeah. Let's go. Well,
What do we know about the hantavirus outbreak on cruise ship? The MV Hondia set sail from Argentina a month ago. About 150 passengers and crew from 28 countries are reported to have initially been aboard. Tickets were reportedly as high as $25,000. After leaving Argentina, the ship headed onto the British territory of South Georgia. And then Kristen de Cunha, the remotest inhabited island in the world. 10 days into the trip, a Dutch man died and his body remained on board for 14 days. His body was then taken to the island of St. Helena, accompanied by his wife. She was flown to South Africa, where she died in hospital. On the 27th of April, another passenger became unwell and was evacuated to South Africa with hantavirus. On the 2nd of May, a German national also died on the ship. The vessel anchored near Cape Verde before it set off towards the Canary Islands, where it's expected to arrive on the 10th of May. The World Health Organization says 5 cases have now been confirmed. The health agency say they are now trying to trace those who left the ship before the virus was confirmed, and anyone who has come into close contact with them since. What do we know about the hantavirus outbreak?
What? Dude. No. Fucking hell. Hit me through. Shit. Oh.
Let's try the rough approach. Wanna play rough, huh? There's more where that came from.
Oh, shit.
Close to your heart until we are light up the dawn. Just
How you like that? Put it on my tab.
Ugh.